Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Darksiders 2. So the game just like froze the main boss that we were about to defeat, and I was afraid it might cause further glitches down the line, and frankly it was just a pathetic way to win. So we get to watch the loading screen once again.
This is the tale thus far.
And let's take him on for real. This loading section didn't change. I imagine it might change after we beat this part of the game. Alright. So here we are. Full health, full everything. And I believe I am walking towards the arena area, and let's do this again. And hope that the game doesn't freeze. I suppose if it does, there's not too much I can do about it, and we'll just have to be careful. This is a little bit of a weird enemy because it didn't seem like it was showing me any kind of pattern. I just need to beat on his hands, which are the only thing I can actually reach with my fast attack, and that seems like that's all there is to it. Like again, the definitive edition not being very definitive. There you go. So I want to play the game the way I would play the game. I guess I can hit his little tentacles too. And see, he's head down right now, and we didn't even see that. Let's see, now he's hiding and regenerating, and my health is regenerating too. And like, am I supposed to hit this wall or just let this happen? So there's no telling if the game would have really recognized that I'd beaten the boss before. So he's like the enemies that we've seen that summon more spectral characters, and like every let's do this, and let's do a slash while we're at it. And it seems like if you get the tentacles going, you can do a decent amount of damage. How about we go into our full Reaper form while we're at it? Let's see how much damage we can do there. And we've got an execution move. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have triggered that. So we pull off his mask and expose a very flesh-like face. And it feels like something refills my health. Or I've just not gotten hit at all. There's another one of these spectral worms coming out of nowhere, so I guess those two are summoned by this creature. So is this what reincarnated souls become, or is this what corruption does to reincarnated souls, or what? see, you have to just kill them all before that fades away. And then just wait. We'll hit him with that. We'll hit him with that. Yeah, that's a rather gross looking face. It seems out of place, honestly. And we've got another execution move, which is rather bloody. But I don't mind this game being bloody. This clearly should be an immature game from the word go. It's a story based on the apocalypse and the death of all humanity. Of course it needs to be bloody. In a weird way, though, Bayonetta tells a very similar story to this and does it a lot better. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bayonetta cut into some of the steam that this series had. And we get the Vander Smash, formed from materials from realms beyond, brought into one in the name of dark magic, pulsing with eerie presence and vestigial anguish. This hammer is feared not only for its power, but for its tie to the shadowed cult. Introducing the idea of the old gods and those stories certainly puts a new twist on this. And speaking of new twists, this looks like DLC that I don't believe I ever played before. New campaign, the Abyss Forge. The Abyss Forge is a living machine designed to harness the unfocused dark power of the Abyss. The maker who built this abomination, known only as the Madsmith, was shunned by his own people and sealed away in the Shadowlands with its creation. Access this content from the additional campaigns on the main menu. Seriously? Like, we are well 20 hours into gameplay, and you're telling me that this DLC now is unlocking? And this isn't because I leveled up or anything. I totally didn't level up. Let's see what this weapon is. It is a new possessed weapon, so we do need to start playing with it. And let's take a moment to think about that. We're probably going to end up in front of the shopkeeper. I guess I collected all the gold and everything. There's nothing to shoot, it seems like, in this area. It's really, really crazy that they would add a whole different campaign in the main menu, not combined or connected to the open world that exists throughout this game, and not let you play it for a very long time.
I am the one you seek. And where else would I be but the city of the dead? Would you like to ask a question? Or just stand there like you've seen a ghost?
20 hours ago, we killed this guy.
The Well of Souls is a place of unimaginable power. The key to life and death. Of creation itself. And that is why the well has a key of its own. One that was divided long ago. The angels keep one half, and the demons the other. And never shall the two meet. Unless you truly mean to save your brother. To save war, I would storm the White City. Of that I am more than certain. But there is no need. The angels have realms beyond the White City, as the demons do beyond their dark kingdom. All will become clear to you once you reach the tree. I've already done that, Crowfather.
Finally, he shows some personality.
And go wherever it takes you.
Finally, we're seeing some personality.
Yes, Absalom
And now we have like a completely different conversation.
I killed Absalom once, Crowfather. If I could go back, I would see him spared. I doubt he would grant you the same courtesy.
So either I accidentally hit a button a very long time ago to trigger that conversation, or it just triggered.
How can I restore humanity? The Well of Souls is where all life begins. Where the souls of the dead are born into their new lives. I killed the beast that haunted this place. I freed the souls of humanity. And in other times, that would be enough. But something draws power from the well, leaving only void where there once was life. I fear you have only released the souls into further torment. Then there is no hope. Humanity is lost.
It's like three different conversations written by three different writers at the same time.
The Nephilim, if you sacrifice their souls, yes. They alone have the power to undo what was done.
And see, now it's telling me to sacrifice the Nephilim. Like, wow. How much of this is DLC that was added right here? Are we at the end of the main game?
So I must sacrifice the Nephilim, my kin, to restore mankind. The Nephilim.
I think the game would be pretty boring if they just resurrected mankind as like a
Would you leave them to
new species.
cage upon your chest?
Return to the Tree of Death.
Make haste for the tree.
And we've got a new Anonymous has left a gift for you in the at the serpent place. So there's literally nothing here to do or talk to. It's just Crowfather. Like, which it would have been nicer if we had a little bit more build up on this character and had a bit more explanation or story with that. And what do we have here? Nothing. Alright. So, like all the other dungeons, it's pretty pointless to try and work your way through that. So, I think we can just fast travel here and maybe... I mean, we still can't do this. I kind of want to just fast travel and then ride this bridge, but for really no real reason. And as far as the Soul Arbiter's Maze, we still have some to collect, clearly. I think we will find more. We can go to the Sentinel's Gaze, however. So let's go try and finish this out. This was an area where, frankly, I don't think it was possible to accomplish or solve this puzzle before I had the soul splitting ability. Now that I do have the soul splitting ability, I think I'll be fine. To accomplish it. There might be some people I need to fight first. Or maybe not. There. Like, here's one guy. Is there anybody over here? Nope. So could still be wrong about this. We have this to shoot. So I'm thinking split myself here, go this way. Can I grab myself and pull myself over there when I'm holding on to this? No. I can't. But you know what I can do is I can send my other body up there to pick it up and keep it from exploding, I think. So my green copy has a purple shadow when it's not being controlled. Let's see. Wonder, could I grab it from myself if I was to be a little bit closer? Maybe I'm a little too close. Hey, yes, you can just throw it to yourself. Crazy. Total insanity. So I'm now supposed to come and throw this back to myself. This is not a concept that you see in games. So yeah, just throw it to myself, and if I hit myself, it will land in my hands. Which is crazy because how am I how is he catching it? And here we have a bird. Dust just like totally floating in the air. And down we go. And I guess that didn't work. Down we go. Bone ribbon. Interesting. I don't know again if this is something that was DLC and that, or this was just something I didn't see. Like, I don't remember doing much, if any, of this. I may not have even finished Darksiders 2. Honestly, I may have. I'm starting to wonder if I just got bored with it and quit playing the first time I played. Because this certainly does not feel familiar. Careful not to fall to my death. And there's nothing here. And there's nothing here. And there's a little bit of a alcove here. Wow. Just visual glitches all over the place. Clipping. Haven't said clipping in a while for a game. Well, I can't go any further, so I guess what I have to do is do that with my superior ability to roll when I need to move fast and no ability to run. And while my ghouls are taking on those guys, I was trying to solve the puzzle in the meantime. This is going to be so silly if we actually are given a quest to go this area and we've already done it. But very little feels like it would stop me. Like, that I'd have to really struggle. So I can just do this, and I can just do this. Meanwhile, look at the map. I really thought Sentinel's Gaze was only going to be just that puzzle, and that was it. I didn't think for a second it was going to turn into this area. We're definitely not getting we're not getting a quest or anything. We're just going through this area. Let's see. Seems like there's a chest over here. I'm having trouble walking on these piles of bones because the floor. Let's see. Let's see. Do I want to go downward? Or is there maybe an upward direction I can travel? I have to walk all the way around to find out. Interesting. So Now I'm noticing that I'm not really getting an opportunity to actually execute a lot of these characters. That they're too weak. They die in too few hits. It's kind of a pointless and redundant move. Come on, where are you? These guys are definitely not getting stronger. I kind of suspect what we'll find is maybe I need to go turn in a mission or two. Alright. So we came up this way. And this way was the other path. So both are perfectly fine.
Impossible.
There's nothing down there. So I need to find an explosive plant. Which here's one. And then come down and throw that. Is this really a dungeon? Oh, it is. Wow. I was not ready nor thinking that I was going to enter a dungeon. But whatever. Let's, I suppose, while this is happening, take a moment to look at the dungeon map and see how much more there really is. Not too much. See, we really only need to do that much and then we can just work our way through. Tokens. And see, I thought we would fast travel to the Eternal Throne and look at our inventory, try to power up our new possessed weapon, sell our old possessed weapon, maybe 2 of them. Get a bunch of gold, maybe even get some more armor that might give us more experience. Yeah, I was expecting to do something completely different. Which, it's not a bad thing, I guess. The game has found a way to shock me. And give me something interesting, and give me something different from what was expected. I guess I need to keep an ear out for any more rocks. These guys are dropping armor and items like crazy. Which, maybe that's the new deal. I wouldn't be surprised if the game really starts to open up more here than it has been up until this point, because it's been pretty linear. Let's see. Flip this that way. Am I going the right direction? I don't think I am. Let's see, yeah. There was a treasure chest right here that I missed. Wow. Well, we finished one place. Where are we on the overworld map, by the way? Are we cheating our way into the Soul Arbiter's maze and we're gonna exit via that, or are we just somewhere that's not even labeled on the overworld? I still don't have that extra ability. I feel like the game, since we kind of have been told that there's going to be a heaven and hell realm, the game has sort of spilt the beans on an idea of getting more abilities to those realms. So we probably aren't going to get a new ability just for turning in missions. Let's see, we don't, none of these weapons can be upgraded. The new weapon that can be upgraded is not this, which is a level 20, the Scepter of the Post King. It's this Vander Smash. And I guess it's the gold in the title that tells you that it's special. But the gold in this title, for instance, doesn't mean it's possessed. Man, their system really is not set up well. Alright, start with this. Arcane and resistance, defense, health, critical damage, defense, 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 strength. I don't think defense should be the first thing we do. Resistance 114. Health regen 129. Or I don't think health regen is a good move. Arcane really isn't that useful. Critical damage 27%. Shock damage 38. Piercing damage 41. I wouldn't be upset with piercing damage. Fire damage 16. Frost damage 16. Piercing damage 43. If I give it this one and this one, which one was piercing damage? That wouldn't be enough. Health per kill. And I really don't need that. I'm not even sure I need resistance over defense, because the only thing I thought I needed resistance for isn't even really true. So piercing damage is what I'm gonna go for. Piercing damage. Piercing damage. Do we have anything else that does piercing damage? We probably could get it over with just defense. So we'll sacrifice that. So I want to take piercing damage. I don't want, but I also want defense eventually. So let's, next upgrade. Where is that weapon now? Where did it move? There it is. Alright. Next thing we would like to unload on it. Can that be fire damage or inferno damage? Like, if I take inferno damage, take that. No, I don't want to sell a possessed weapon. I'm gonna go with fire damage. Fire damage and fire damage. So now I can get 46% fire damage. Now what can we upgrade it with? Critical chance, health per kill. Resistance, health. We could try health. Oh, health regen. I wouldn't mind health. I've got a lot of health per kill too, however. So we'll take health and then health per kill, which will either work well or it won't. What do I want to do? Defense? That won't do any good. Defense and strength would work. I guess we'll take health regen. So 69 health or 96 defense or more health. I think more defense is better than anything else. Notice there's really not an offense increase. Well, not as many as you would hope. Critical chance, wrath on crit. Resistance. Defense, 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 resistance. Let's, I think, go for resistance. So what's our highest resistance we can give it? Resistance. I don't want to sell that one. Resistance. And resistance. And then what's the highest defense we can give it? Probably this 127. Sacrifice that, might as well. I'm sacrificing things for less than realistic reasons. Alright. Which one of these puts it over? Alright. 117 defense, 97 resistance, or 24 strength, or 24 arcane. I'll take 97 resistance. Do I have enough to upgrade this yet again? I can give it this defense. I could give it a 123 resistance. And that's kind of it. And how is Vandersmash compared to our current weapon? It would reduce our health down by a little bit, which doesn't matter. And it would give us fire damage instead of shock damage. But it would massively increase our resistance. And see if I was to now try and upgrade by feeding it this and what is the other one that we have? This, like these two potentially would give it some small bonus, but I don't know if that's really the right move. And then the rest of these weapons, they are nothing, so I can sell them. And the rest of this equipment are nothing. So I can sell that. Yeah. Almost certainly one bit of gear is in an angel realm, one bit of ability is in the demon realm, if not both abilities and the last bit of gear. There's clearly at least 2 more realms, which probably relates to there being at least like 2 more temples. Where are we on the timer now? 21 hours. We're going to probably approach playing at least 24 hours of this game, and this really shouldn't be a 30-hour game. It certainly comes from an era where all games felt like they should be 30 hours, 60 hours, really. But man, this would have been a much better 10-hour experience. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. If you want to support me even further, gift me a game on Steam. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.